So welcome back, guys. Gonna be game number 3. The score right now 1-1. No one in favor. This is gonna be the third map here between Mausami and eXoDash in our 5-game series. Even if someone goes up 3-1, we are gonna do our map number 5. And let's see right now what these two players can do. The thing about what I usually cast is Overwatch, and I say squads a lot, and I actually end up saying it in StarCraft for the Force of Habit. But this time we're gonna try to clean that up, and Mausami gonna clean up his act, and he's gonna put the proxy barracks beside his base instead. Not this time, says Mausami. I'm not gonna get rushed again. Looks like eXoDash, the master of the proxy, and he's gonna be just warping in a lot of probes along the way. We are going to see a very close gateway here for the side of eXoDash. Going to be a very tight formation here on Blue Shift LE. Honestly, a really good map to see. Very diagonal. Has a lot of potential here in the middle with the rocks. Music really good as well, reminding me of some sweet orchestra. But Mausami now just playing the economy game, and we will see that Terra now try to set something up. Looks like either squad looking to play the long game again, a la game 1, as we are going to get the cyber core. No one rushing as of the moment, and things look good here for both sides because it's pretty chill so far. The StarCraft, honestly, a very relaxing game when nothing is happening in terms of casting, and if I would honestly be pretty excited to see more StarCraft content in the Philippines, as well as maybe like Warcraft 3 when it comes out. Let's just follow Mausami real quick and let's see him build up a Reaper to just enjoy the view here on Blue Shift LE. Honestly, such a good background. Outer space gonna be 2001 Space Odyssey, and we'll see the Reaper now gonna get a few commands there to go for the tower and go for the base. Now here comes the probe, looking to be a little pesky. The Reaper in position to just punish this poor robot, and it's like when you play with the drone, it's gonna be some kid out in the open who gets the takedown, and that's that Reaper who gets the kill. Things look good right now here for both, because it's still gonna be a slow micro game. We are going to see the Stalkers again from eXoDash. He has been favoring this. I'm not sure if it is too meta to go for Stalkers over Adepts nowadays, to go for the pokes, but it is more of an investment. Because when I see Stalkers, I think, oh, he's going to go for the Blink, going to go for the Twilight Cancel, and he's going to be a lot more mobile than going with the Adepts. While the Adepts are very good at poking away against something like SCVs, even like Marines and stuff, the Stalkers are more or less an all-around unit and honestly get counteracted only by armor piercers, you know, like some like Marauders, Immortals, those kind of things. Vikings, I believe, are very strong against Stalkers as well. And this might be eXoDash just knowing his opponent, because I haven't seen Mausami actually build any of those. I've seen him build Marines, I've built Reapers, I've seen him build Cyclones, and also with eXoDash going Stalker, he should actually go for something like a Marauder comp, or maybe even some Vikings along the way. But anyway, we are gonna get the Cyclone ready to go for the lock-on. And again, the Cyclone has been changed. It used to be slow, then it became rapid fire, then became slow, rapid fire, and now it's back to around pretty slow. Good lock-on, and the Stalker can't really do much in the face of that. Warp Gate though, that being built. We did see something happen here in the meantime. Let's look at the units killed. Oh, it's gonna be 1-1, and we actually don't have the overlay there. Sorry about that. Gonna be 1-1 here for eXoDash. Could kill that one worker, but Mausami looking to play aggressive instead. Now Mausami in position, looking to lock on, gets a normal hit onto the probe, and he gets the lock on onto the Stalkers now with no blink. This poor Stalker left to fend by himself, and he's gonna get taken down. But of course, the Stalker is very strong against the Cyclones, easily shutting down those annoyingly agile units. Now, after a few pokes there, we are gonna see a quick little lag spike there. But as we are waiting on Mausami here to actually build up his composition, he used the Cyclones there to be pesky, to just go for some pokes, and his has forced a reposition for eXoDash to be a little more defensive. Now, eXoDash is waiting on for that blink, and Mausami knows that eXoDash is gonna go for the blink, so has tech switched up to the Siege Tank and gonna go for the Marines again. But here we go again. While the Marines are okay to just face off against Stalkers in numbers, it's still anyone's game here, especially if you don't go for the Marauders instead. We are gonna get the Ravens, very strong with the anti-armor missile, and here comes eXoDash now building up the Immortals. So we are gonna see a little more meta here from eXoDash. Gonna be running the 4-leg composition. Just gonna try to run around here. But we are gonna get, unfortunately for Mausami, he's just having a few lag swipes. No problem, no problem, no problem. Just don't DC. Just don't DC and we're gonna be fine. I think we can fix it with a replay though, just in case. But yeah, hopefully we don't actually come to a point like that. Siege tanks now in position to defend this one. And I always like Mausami's little quirk here of putting a missile turret out in front. This dissuades not only air units from coming in the front, but also just like any observers who want to get really good intel. And just know that he only has it on this side, especially in a map where the observer can come from any side. Gonna be coming from the left, coming from the right to the upper part, and we are gonna see +1 combat shield stim pack. Gonna be some heavy marine investment here, because look at this, we are gonna have a reactor core just double pumping those marines, and even a tech lab is gonna go for the marines instead of something like the marauders. One thing to note, Mausami hasn't really been building up anything like medevacs all throughout the game. It is going to be an observer now role ready for eXoDash, and he's in a good spot to just spot out this expansion base away from the missile turret. As we see the Protoss now just warping in a few more units, it really does beg the question. It's like, so for the Protoss, they build something, and at the same time they're teleporting it. So how do you actually build something you're teleporting? Or how is it working? Is this just the power of the mind, something like that? Now, we do see the mod showing us that the drop is coming. We are gonna see the double immortal warp percent drop with the accompanying, of course, with the zealot warp on in. Will this marine spot this out? No! Mausami missing out on a crucial intel opportunity. We are gonna get thermal lance now, starting things off. Infantry weapons 1 ready to go, so gonna be +1 for these marines. So heavy in the investment on the marines that eXoDash can actually just go for the zealots and just win this one out. But the immortals not really too good against marines. Their cannons are more anti-armor instead of something against anti-light. But we will see right now, the immortal drop down, gonna take 3 hits to get even a kill on the marines. And now we do know eXoDash knows that that's not the best kind of fight. Interference makes though does connect and not allowing eXoDash to do much with that War Prism by the end. I think if the Interference Matrix hit on the right time, the Immortals would have gotten stuck out. Unfortunately, there for Mausami, not able to make it in time. But anyway, now back into some production. We are gonna see some adepts here. Interesting composition for eXoDash. He's going heavy on the ground, but he's gonna go for a quick little mixture. Gonna have adepts, gonna have zealots, gonna have stalkers. What he doesn't have though is sentries. So maybe Guardian Shield will be interesting and will be useful against this marine composition. Now eXoDash was playing with the drops. We do see the Marauders now finally here from Mausami. Doesn't have the slow upgrade though, and let's see if it's gonna be enough. Mausami looking to charge on in. In the meantime, we will see a heftier front here for eXoDash. Has one of the Colossi ready to go, and let's go into the fight as we do see the Liberators and the Siege Tanks getting sieged up. The Colossus focused down with the anti-armor, and the Adepts getting a good surround. This is gonna be a good engagement for both, but it's eXoDash actually going into the field of view of the Siege Tanks and the Liberators. That's gonna be clean up there from Mausami, and this might be the win here already. Now, where is that Warp Prism? Going for some pokes, it's nowhere to be seen. Instead, it's gonna go into the back line, and that's not the best engagement here for eXoDash. He should just drop it down onto the Siege Tank instead. Now, he is gonna lose a few pylons, looking to play the zoning game instead. The Stalkers now getting whittled down, and the Immortal almost dying, gets burnt up, but is able to get saved by the Warp Prism. Now, Mausami knows he can't overcommit on this one because he might get punished by the Colossus and by a Warp Cycle. Instead, he's playing it slow. In the meantime, here we go. Immortal now, ready into position, and the Warp Prism gets a drop on in. But one of the Immortals falling, the other one going for the pokes, and that's enough Siege Tanks dead to allow a completely aggressive play here from eXoDash. Good use of the Interference Matrix though allows Mausami to win that one out again, and now the Assimilator gonna fall. The Probes hiding in the backline. Here come the pokes, and here comes the choke. Mausami though running out of minerals already and has to slow down this approach. The Stalkers right now playing the blinking game, able to get on out. Will it be enough? The Marauders stim packing away, and here comes another Colossus ready to go. Mausami now building up a Hellion to just try to cope up those probes as the second base already dying. eXoDash in a bad spot, needs to farm up those minerals as soon as possible. Mausami calling in the mules, and he wants to go for the attack a little more. Look at that, just the reinforcement cycle going on and on and on again. Mausami now playing the macro game to a T and is forcing the Protoss to stay on the higher ground, stay on one base, and play the force field game with the sentries. But now he's gonna overextend a little. Oh, will the claws be punished? No, very close there, but no cigar. But this is eXoDash just staying on the high ground, but Mausami's had enough, wants to go for the attack, only gets one force field, and eXoDash knows that's the end. If he didn't get that second force field to go to block that approach, it's not gonna work out. Mausami getting on the board again, gonna be 2-1 right now.